Have you ever joined an online English class and thought, how do I say that in English? Or maybe your teacher said something and you wanted to respond, but didn't know the right words. Well, in today's video, I'm going to teach you the exact phrases and expressions you need to sound natural and confident in your one-on-one online English lessons. Let's get started. Let's begin with some basic phrases you'll need when you're just joining the lesson. Hi, can you hear me clearly? This is what you say at the beginning to check your audio. It's polite and clear. Sorry, I was having some connection issues. If you joined late or froze for a second or two, this is how you explain what happened. Is my microphone working? Ask this if you're not sure whether the teacher can hear you or not. Let me adjust my camera. Perfect if your camera is pointing at your ceiling or your chin. Say this while you fix it. Can we start the lesson now? A nice way to let your teacher know that you're ready even to start the class a little bit sooner. Thanks for waiting. Say this if you joined a little late. It shows you're polite and respectful of your time. Let's be honest, guys. Technical problems happen all the time. Here's how to handle them in English. Your voice is cutting out. Say this if you can only hear parts of the teacher's voice. There's a bit of a lag. This means the audio or video is delayed or not in sync. I think your screen is frozen. If the video stops moving but the audio continues, this is the right sentence to use. Can you repeat that? I didn't catch it. A polite way to ask your teacher to say something again if you didn't hear it well. I didn't catch it means I didn't hear it. I didn't understand it. Let me reconnect. One moment, please. If things are really bad, say this and rejoin the class. So you go out of the class and then you reconnect, you rejoin. Don't be shy. Asking questions is part of learning, guys. Here's how to ask clearly in English. Could you explain that again, please? Use this if the teacher explained something, talked about something, but you didn't fully get it. What does mean? What does that word mean? What does this word mean, all right? A simple and direct way to ask about new vocabulary. How do you pronounce this word? Say this when you want help saying a word the right way. Could you type that in the chat? Useful when the audio is unclear or you want to see the spelling. Can you give me an example? Examples help you understand new grammar, guys, or vocabulary better. What's the difference between A and B? For example, what's the difference between say and tell? This is how you ask about confusing pairs of words. It's a great habit. Could you slow down a little, please? A very respectful way to ask the teacher to speak more slowly. Here's what you can say when learning new grammar rules or vocabulary. How do you spell that? Always helpful when you're learning new words. You want to know the spelling, right? You want to know how they are written. Is this a formal or informal word? This helps you understand when to use the word in daily conversations or formal writings. What part of a speech is this? Ask this to know whether a word is a noun, verb, adjective, adverb, and etc. Can I use this word in the past tense? Useful when you're not sure how the word changes. Could you use this word in a sentence? This helps you learn how to use the word naturally in conversations. I've heard this word before, but I'm not sure what it means. This shows your teacher you're paying attention and want to learn more. When it's your turn to speak, try these helpful phrases. Can I try saying that? Use this when you want to repeat or practice the phrase yourself. Was my pronunciation correct? This shows that you care about sounding natural. Let me try that sentence again. Perfect if you made a mistake and want to fix it. How can I make my sentence more natural? Ask this when you want to sound more fluent or like a native speaker. Is this how a native speaker would say it? It's always, guys, good to check if your sentence sounds right in real life. Because sometimes, guys, English learners just translate from their mother tongue to the target language, and they're not sure if that sentence is the exact sentence that the natives would use. Can we role play that situation? Great for practicing real conversations like ordering food, booking a hotel, etc. Show your teacher that you're actively listening. Let me write that down. Say this when you're taking notes. And it also gives you a few seconds to think. Should I take a note of this? By the way, make sure to use the correct preposition. Take a note of something. Ask this when something feels important. So, do you mean that blah 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 blah? This helps you check your understanding by repeating what the teacher said in your own words. Let me summarize what I understood. Great for improving comprehension and showing progress. Do I understand this correctly? Use this to confirm you got the right idea. Let's look at some phrases for when you're doing practice or reviewing tasks. Should I read this out loud? Ask this when you're not sure if you should read a text aloud. Can you check my answers, please? This is a polite and clear way when you want feedback. Did I make any grammar mistakes? This shows you're open to correction. I finished the homework you gave me. Always good to let your teacher know you've done the work. Can we review last week's homework? If you didn't understand something before, it's great to ask to go over it again. Do you want me to correct this now or later? Shows responsibility and respect to your teacher's time. It's okay to feel unsure sometimes, guys. Just say it like this. I think I understand, but I'm not 100% sure. It's totally normal to feel this way, guys. Say it honestly. I'm not sure how to say this in English. Your teacher will help you find the right words. The word is on the tip of my tongue. A very fun expression to say when you almost remember the word. I'm confused about this part. Guys, don't stay silent. Say this when something doesn't make sense. Let me think for a second. Use this when you need a moment to answer. Finally, here are some useful phrases for wrapping up your class. Thanks for today's lesson. A polite and warm way to end the session. Can we have our next class at the same time? Useful when scheduling the next session. Will we continue this topic next time? Ask this to know what to expect next time. Do I have any homework for next time? This helps you stay organized. See you in the next lesson. A friendly way to say goodbye. Have a great day. Always nice to end on a positive note. If you found these phrases helpful and want to sound more natural in your English lessons, make sure to give this video a like and also subscribe to my channel for more real-world English tips. And hey, let me know in the comments which of these phrases are you going to use in your next class. Take care.